And we're back. We got caught up talking some tabletop politics coming in back from the break, but we are back. And Sifu Storm, thank you for the follow.
Oh. Yeah, in case you were wondering, it rhymes with whole funny.
All right, and I'm even off mute and everything. Okay, so when we left everyone, we were about to see how hosed you guys were gonna be. So,
3/4 of the way.
so Alejandro and Jesse are tossing this guy's bedroom. Silas was out in the alley yelling his head off for help me, I'm an old man and all these dudes are robbing my place. And Martin and Seamus and Alistair had started to calm him down and were maybe gonna get him convinced that they were going to buy something. And so now Silas is about to come through the door and find these two guys rifling through his shit. That pretty much sum up where we're at?
Yep, I believe so.
Awesome.
I mean, question: he can't see right directly into the back, right? There was like a curtain or something.
He knows you're not in his main room, and there's only one other place you can be.
No, I get it, but
yes, he's going to see that you guys aren't there, and pretty much gonna guess that you guys are behind the curtain. Okay, so Silas comes back into the kind of, was talking to you like, all right, well, let me show you, what's in one of these display cases over here. I'll tell you what. I will let between Jesse and Alejandro, which one of you has the lowest luck?
I have 46, so yeah, I have the lowest luck.
I will let you make a luck roll.
Oh my god.
Yes!
We're rolling decently.
Okay.
Oh, the dice of beer.
So
Yeah.
Here's what happens. So I'll say that, Alistair, you were by the door, and as Silas was coming back in, and he's like, "All right, well, let me show you what I've got in this display case over here. This is, some of my more upscale things." And Alistair, your body is kind of just like blocking perfectly. You know this isn't gonna last long. What do you do?
Try to keep his attention focused on those cases. Gonna ask him some questions about the stuff that's looking in the opposite direction from the curtain.
And are you talking loudly?
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully the gentleman in the back will hear me with him calm down. Right, gentleman in the back?
Yep.
Martin, what are you doing?
What would be the role if I wanted to try to fake a medical emergency?
Probably fast talk because
Fast
you're really
talk.
trying to bullshit him.
actually, I have an interesting bullshit out, but I guess yeah, go ahead.
Or my fast talk is like 5%.
Yeah. Just compliment his beard or something. That's charm, right?
Does he have a beard?
kind of. That's the thing. I thought he looked like a mummy.
It's like you know what would look good on you? A beard. Start that shit right now.
Yeah, I would just praise him and his shop and anything else. His good taste, you know, and ask
So-
questions about where he's from and why he decided to come to America, and United or whatever.
So where just on the map, show me where you are, or where you want your character to be.
I also want to try to maneuver myself to stand next to Alistair and break his line of sight.
Okay.
And I would just try to be charming and try to like tell him what an awesome dude he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seamus, what are you going to do?
Okay. So whereabouts would you say the display case that he's pointing to? They were saying we might have something.
So I'm gonna say it's right over here.
Okay, so I will be, looking there around with Alistair sort of backing up, looking very intently at this, saying which one of these items is I'm drawing his attention.
Okay.
We're all piling on the poor old guy. Look, everybody, look around over here.
Jesse, I'm gonna say that you hear voices that have come back into the shop. They don't sound angry. What are you gonna do?
What's reasonable for me to know about the situation? So I have two things. I could do probably the obvious thing or the entertaining thing. What do people want?
I think that's something we could ask the chat.
Which chat are we talking about?
The chat on Twitch.
Oh, Twitch. I'm not actually on that.
So
I think we should limit our going to jail once per location.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is it? So, Plan A is I have no idea what's allowed in Plan A, but I assume with all this maneuvering, which I can't see, involves some kind of like stealth out.
Yeah, I'll so mechanically, I'll say if you want to get by without getting caught, you're gonna need either a stealth or a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, right. So is there a chance of failure? I mean, I guess there is if there's a check, right? Like,
Well, yes,
Yeah.
you'll
No such thing
you'll need to make a successful either stealth or sleight of hand to get back into the room without him noticing that you were in back rifling through his shit.
all right, I'm gonna go for the entertaining option then.
Was
Although
it-
I've got 60% stealth, that's sort of 50-50. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and I mean, I don't know. I never in my entire RPG career have I ever asked if I need a roll to know if I need to go to the bathroom. But but if we assume I want to make the foulest odor possible in this bathroom. And basically I'm going to use the bathroom and
Did you
that.
did you pre-take your laxatives?
I don't know. I mean, we just ate a lot of shit. No pun intended.
There were a lot of tacos involved.
Well, to be fair, we
a
were.
lot of tacos. What?
Well-
So here's the play. I'm gonna say I really had to use the bathroom. There was only one obvious thing. The dude
Oh my
ran
God.
screaming out the doors. I was like, I got nothing to lose.
Come
Might
walking
as
out.
well
Woo! Do not go in
Go to
there.
jail and have to go bathroom in public. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay.
might as well just take a dump in Anne Frank's house.
So
a
then
charming
I'm gonna
thing, or-
ask this follow-up question.
I have no idea.
What the hell is Alejandro going to do?
Alejandro's gonna get the
Use the-
fuck out of there.
You can stealth out, dude.
Yeah, he was helping.
Shit.
We both had to go to the bathroom.
No, I didn't. I'm Peruvian. I know that you have to go immediately after you have some tacos.
He's just going on the floor.
No, dude. I'm fucking off out the window.
It
So
was some kind of Lamaze thing. It was a
I'm like,
really
even
heavy
worse
duty
chance to
thing.
get out the window, so that ain't.
I think you said I can make a jump roll or something, right?
No, you're going out the window.
Well, there was this thing where I can make a jump roll. Wait, what was that thing?
That was
Yeah,
was
you
going
said
out the
jump.
window.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going out the window.
So I'm just gonna reiterate one more time.
Ugh.
The big guy who threatened to beat the shit out of him is now suddenly going to be missing because you're going out the window.
Yes.
We'll play it up as what big guy?
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
So
Oh.
I'll say that you can make a climb or jump roll to get this to happen in one round, or you can spend a couple rounds clambering over the bed and on a couple other things to get out the casement window.
All right. Here we go. Yeah.
Oh!
So, all right. So you open the window and you parkour like right through that shit.
It's that fucking thing that I sent on the chat, the Scott Pilgrim thing. The Zoom chat.
Okay. So that happens. You find yourself over in an alley on 130, or you find yourself, kind of on the side of the street on 138th Avenue, and I'm going to put you off the map for right now. And that's where you're at.
Is there anyone
Here, so
watching
I can
this?
actually see you. Okay.
Why did you ask that?
God damn it! I'm sorry.
Okay, so now Jesse is going to come out and do the Jim Carrey "Do not go in there."
Wait, it's been 2 rounds? Or
No,
are we out of
I'm-
combat time?
Oh, you're actually going to go to the bathroom. You're not gonna just pretend that you were using the bathroom. I misunderstood this.
Well, I'm gonna need some evidence if I can, but I'm gonna open the window like I'm like venting the place out, but I'm not gonna go out the window. I will wait like, I don't know, like 30 seconds or something, and then like flush the toilet, and then like just kind of like stroll out and like to see what
Trying to leave a little spirit in the graveyard, if you know
I'd be
what I
like,
mean.
whoo, you do not want to go back there. I'm sorry, but I really had to go.
You do the Jim Carrey thing, and somehow you just squeeze your shirt pocket, and water comes out.
I don't know the Jim Carrey thing.
Ace Ventura.
Oh, it's been a long time, dude. Was that like in the 90s or something? Mid 90s?
It was in the 90s, and basically he gets attacked by a shark, pretends that he had to take a really big dump, says, "Woo, don't go in there," squeezes his shirt pocket, water comes out.
Sounds good.
Laces
And
out.
apparently someone's going to SeaWorld tomorrow on that note.
Oh God.
Oh, that's true too.
Thank you, Kalishnikov brothers. Okay, so
So unless there's something stopping me from doing that, that's
I am ending the timer here, and I am gonna say that you do that, and that these guys kind of keep him occupied for long enough for that to happen, and then he kind of gets startled and looks up to see you kind of proudly striding in from the back with the, do not go in there.
I didn't have any toilet paper. I had to use
And-
the rug.
I don't say that.
And
It's a shame it really tied the room together.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Christ.
and
And a man's gotta go. A man's gotta go.
so he just kind of looks at you incredulously for a second,
Like what?
and then he kind of looks around the room a little bit more and goes, "Where's the big guy?"
Big guy. I thought he was with you.
What big guy? Didn't he leave?
I was in the bathroom the whole time. I look around confused, like, what the hell's going on?
So he kind of runs back here, flips the curtain back. Doesn't see anything. Did you close the window that Alejandro went out of?
Did I?
Yes.
He said he was venting it.
Yeah, doesn't it smell really bad in there?
Okay.
Does smell very bad in there.
And then he
It's like-
kind of
I just opened all the windows because I
looks
figured
over
I'd be doing.
looks over all
doing
of
you a
you
favor.
again and says, "Get out."
Mighty fun.
But the guys at Emerson said that you had some really cool stuff.
Guys,
Let's just go.
someone's asked us.
I I apologize for doing what needed to be done, and tip my hat and stroll out of the
Left
Jude
door.
house.
You might want to go close the windows. It's January. You don't want to catch your death of cold. And see you later.
Okay. who is-
Alejandro, where
Yeah,
did
of
you
course.
go after you jumped out the window?
He probably just he's probably actually right next to the abandoned pawn shop, just waiting for him. If that's if there's like an alleyway between them.
There's not. So this side of the building is the other street, is 138th Street, and this alley goes back to 137th. So there's like buildings here. So
Yeah,
there's
he'll
not
probably just sorry. He'll
yeah.
probably
So
just go to the 137 alley that was connected
Okay.
to the door.
all right.
Yeah, just Scott Pilgrimed his way out of there. It's like, I think he just left. Yeah. Oh man, that was great.
Okay.
Don't worry, he's like not in the alley. He's just right next to it.
Okay.
Okay, so now what? That was a thing.
Yeah.
Now we do the exact same thing at the Carlisle house.
And I think we should sit down and plan things out. I think.
Hey, come on! It's not Pulp Cthulhu if there's planning.
Or pulp, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you
Oh, that
think Do you think Doc Holliday did planning? I think not. Do you think the Shadow planned shit out? Probably, but we're not the Shadow.
And if the Green Hornet did it, Cato did.
Oh, we just need a sidekick.
That's right. Cato, go distract that guy.
Damn it.
Kato, go kick his ass. Well, it was Bruce Lee, so yeah.
I always come up with much better characters after I already started playing a character.
Okay. So, what's your plan, guys?
Go find a place to
More
chat and
tacos.
figure out what we're gonna get, what we're gonna do next.
What time is it?
It's probably about
Before
3
we go
o'clock in the.
any further, just out of curiosity, when we were there, we pretty much got a good look, besides spotting this key that he had, the building so far, at least that we said, we didn't see any other structure, going down to a basement or storage, or did we notice anything? Is there more to this building, in other words, when we got to look inside?
You did not notice anything.
I think we're going to have to hire that professional.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
So we go talk to Ramsey and see if we can get a cat burglar or something to investigate what. Get us the key around his neck.
What do we really think's going on here?
I think like that key might be to something secret, maybe something that's not in the shop.
Okay.
At some point, we gotta come back to this place. I'm sure it's just, but we've got to plan this better. We got to plan our future ones better.
We're just gonna spend the entire game scoping out Silas.
Yeah.
We're gonna figure out his daily routine. Then we're gonna follow him, and then we're gonna know exactly how much time he leaves the store, and then we'll just do some shit, and then we'll come back.
Yeah, it's really some Ocean's 11 crap. We got to find some safe hidden in the back, and we have 7 minutes from the time he goes to the bank. And
Yeah, and then we have we have a lighter that's wirelessly connected to magnetic dice that always roll snake eyes. No one catches onto it for some reason. Yeah, it's just
This shit writes itself. This is gonna be like the next 3 sessions.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Wait, what time did we say it was?
It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon at this point.
Okay.
Did we still want to get some real stuff done?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
No, we met with. So Erica's kind of the only one, right? The sister is the only person we haven't investigated, because the guy that's on death row, we've met with was it wife or sister?
You have not met with her yet.
Okay,
Missive 13, thank you for the follow. No, you have not met with. So you are waiting.
the reporter
for
we met with.
right, we're waiting for the reporter to get us the meeting with Millie, the wife. We're going to need to use Bradley Gray as the gatekeeper to Erica Carlisle. So maybe we could go by his office to catch him at the end of the day, maybe take him out to drinks, liquor him up, and see what information we can get out of him.
Yeah, and if he doesn't give us information, I'll scare the shit out of him, and then he'll scream like a doddering old man again.
And then we end up in jail.
No. Plus, this guy's got society and money. That means the cops gonna really rough you up.
Yeah, probably, but I was just joking.
Good. Just making sure.
But if it comes to that, I'm prepared. The last resort, you know?
This whole jail thing.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking.
Things are looking up.
Just every time we have to escape from jail, we have to get out of the fucking state or the country.
Well, we got Ramsey working for us. He's an attorney, so he can smooth things over.
Yeah, totally. Just
True that.
put $20,000 into a judge's pocket just to be like, hey, ignore these guys when they fuck up.
Which will be often.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say we go check out Bradley Gray. We can't be too far from his office. Maybe catch him at the end of the day.
Okay.
So you're heading. Did you? So you've not called on him before. So you just kind of show up at the law firm of Dunstan, Whittleby, and Gray. and the receptionist kind of looks at you and says, "Two gentlemen have an appointment."
No, but we were wondering if we can inquire about making one.
Jesus Christ. Hey, maybe we could make an appointment if you know what I mean. And you don't want to make me mad now, do you, sweetie? But I'm not gonna say that. I'm sorry.
What can I do
Curator
for you?
at the Museum of Natural History here in the city, and we would like to get the backing of what the heck's her name, Erica
Erica.
Carlisle, for some charity events that we're having for the museum. And we were told that Attorney Gray would be the one that could help us get in touch with her.
I see. Well, Mr. Gray has left for the day, but I could probably fit you in at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning if that would work for you, gentlemen.
Do you have a personal phone number so we could call him?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Klondike 451. It was still early.
Excellent.
Didn't
That
carry
sounds like,
cells. Yeah, I think 10 o'clock might be all right. What do you guys think?
I think that sounds
Yeah,
excellent.
that sounds great. Then we could break into the old guy's place before then. I'm just kidding.
Let's go rob the juju shop and end up in jail again.
Yeah. There's so much juju in here that there's a Torah.
Ask if they
Bring,
have a bathroom.
bring some tear gas or something. We could get him out of there.
Bring some latkes. He's a Jew, right?
Silas?
Juju.
Yes.
Oh man, I'm horrible.
Alrighty then.
So, now what, guys?
Oh god. We're gonna fuck everything up, aren't we?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, let's see. Do we have any non-business day business, I guess?
I'm waiting for you guys to remember the thing that, I've said to you 4 times now, but
The journalist.
Yeah, we could head back to the museum and see if there's any word from Mrs. Adams.
oh, look, moving the plot forward.
Yay!
Okay, yes, so
Well,
you
good
go back to
episode.
the museum, and yes, you have a message waiting for you, Alistair, from Miss Josenberg, saying that she's set up a meeting with you and Millie Adams, and she's set it up at a theater up in Harlem for 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
All right. So we can meet with the lawyer and then head up to the theater.
Why were we meeting with the lawyer again? I thought it was to meet with the Carlisle lady.
Yeah, but we have to go through the lawyer.
We have to go through Gray.
Oh, so we need to get his consent first and then meet her.
Yeah, he's kind of the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
And it sounds like Silas is the keymaster, but
Yeah. Fucking. How much you want to bet they're not going to be shipping anytime soon?
yeah, so I think maybe we'll adjourn for the evening. I don't know, is there anything we need to research at the museum or in the library or anything like that before we go? We didn't really learn anything new.
What did the key look like again that we saw around his neck?
You didn't get that close of a look at it.
Okay.
You just saw that there was a key.
Okay. Nothing distinctive. All right.
I guess since we're gonna retire, he's gonna go back to his fucking family. They're gonna be like, "Hey, Dad, what'd you do?" And I'm just like, "Nothing. Don't ever question me ever again."
So yeah, I think we go home for the evening, meet up tomorrow morning, and go talk to Mr. Gray.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. In the morning, you head over to the offices. And Mr. Gray kind of looks you all over and says,
Oh, before we get into there, we make sure we go to Alexander. Remember, lawyer, rich guy, no intimidation.
Should we? How are we gonna play this? We're gonna kind of go a little stealthy and say we're looking for donations for the museum and we would like to meet with her, or are we gonna play it straight and say we're investigating her brother and are interested in his mysterious disappearance and are investigating that? So, see, try to go straight forward, or
why don't we have some of us go in and play it straight first off by being honest, saying that we're looking into it, and I tell them about Jackson's had a track record of being, more right, pretty right on it when he always suspected, there's more to the surface of things.
it may just work. All right, so yeah, how should we split this up then?
Wait, what's the other
Yeah.
option?
I say the other thing is I can try to get an introduction with her by saying that we're looking for donations for the museum for some kind of benefit coming up, and I'd like to talk with her. I mean, it could just be he says, "All right, here's some money for the museum on her behalf," or whatever. But
I think we should probably just be straight with her, right? Because we're gonna have to tell her sooner or later.
Yeah, and she probably already knows the stuff.
right, she may suspect that her brother's okay and would help with an investigation. But I thought she might have thought that he wasn't. Wasn't there something that?
Lost track of that.
Yeah, I did too.
Didn't she lead a couple of expeditions over there because she didn't think her brother was dead, especially because they didn't find any Caucasian bones among
Right, there was something about how they didn't see any dead Caucasian.
so if you review the handouts, you will find that only Jackson found that in interviews. All of the newspaper articles that you were given at the beginning of the campaign all said that the entire expedition perished. Erica had gone over there to search for her brother, but that as far as she was concerned, the entire party was dead, and that the guys that killed them were hanged.
Can we
At
tell
least
her
that's
that
the public story.
we tell her that we got some new information about her brother's case that you think she might be interested in, which is the truth.
Right.
Yeah, again, we go and say, Jackson had a track record for that investigating, and it looks like his murder was tribalistic, similar to Now, Jackson may think that they're still alive, but we'll keep along the pretense of, tribalistic killing here in New York. And,
Right. We tell
she
them
tried to come to the effort. And I
I
mean,
mean, we have the
it
letter.
won't- yeah.
right that we understand that she's looked into it. Our friend was killed under similar circumstances while he was looking into it, and we're looking into his murder.
Hmm.
And if she had any information, we'd appreciate it.
Wait, what year is this again?
25.
1925.
All right.
This is the morning of January 20th.
We found some information on the internet that looks like
It's clearly Bigfoot
yeah.
underneath that UFO. All right, let's go with that.
All right,
So are you all going? Because someone said we were splitting up.
Well, I just gave them the option if they wanted to try pulling both,
I
by
was gonna say-
holding back some people.
Yeah, it sounds like we're kind of gonna go in there together and play it straight.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you get into the offices, and Mr. Bradley Gray comes out and says, "Gentlemen, what can I do for you today? I heard something about a museum charity."
Yeah, we're gonna go straight with you here. We're investigating our friend's murder by the man that went by the name of Jackson Elias. He was investigating the murder and disappearance of is it Robert Carlyle
His expedition.
and his expedition. Yeah. We understand that Erica Carlisle has also looked into this matter, and we were wondering if she had any information that could help us looking into our friend's murder.
Well, as you know, Roger Carlyle was murdered in Africa some years ago, and his killers have been brought to justice.
Mhm.
So I'm not really sure how this relates to your friend.
Well,
Wow.
sir, our friend died from those same killers that were supposedly caught. So either there's more of them, or that was not them.
I'm really confused as to how you think your friend was killed by Maasai tribesmen.
Mark on his head, and there was something to do with the bloody tongue and the black wind in Kenya.
As maybe I can explain for my colleague. As I said, Eli Jackson was a noted writer, and he's researched many unusual things in this world, cults, and that often are grisly ends of people. The Carl expedition, for some reason, it caught his attention, and he'd recently asked for our assistance because he said it was bigger than he thought, and he required the help, similar to how we helped him years ago down in Peru. To us, that can only mean that he stumbled into something quite dangerous. And lo and behold, when we all came here to New York, or to meet up with him, we found him dead, killed by cultists. Is the only word we'd use. I know the police have a different one. Very ritualistic. From our investigating, leads back to possibly some, African ritualistic murders here. Added to the, again, possibly tying in with the Carlisle expedition. We're just seeking to leave no stone unturned. And we understand that Erica had spent quite a bit of effort in the initial attempts to rescue her brother Roger, and until she finally found the evidence and brought those killers to justice. But obviously that was the work of a group, and it's not outside the possibility that some escaped through the net. I mean, in Kenya, and that we're seeking to see, that perhaps Jackson stumbled across something about that massacre that led to his butchering.
He says, I'm still not seeing a connection here. I'm sorry, gentlemen, but maybe I'm a little bit thick here, but the Carlisle expedition was torn limb from limb. There was no ritual involved. It was a matter of a group of tribesmen who hated the fact that white men and women were in their lands. That's what was confessed to. There was no. I really don't understand
Well,
what
come
this
on
has
now.
to
You-
do with your. I'm very sorry to hear that your friend was murdered by these cultists in New York, but I'm not seeing a connection here.
Well, you're a lawyer. I don't know. Stop before I say anything. Is it evidence that he's basically he's not a criminal lawyer? He's pretty much a business lawyer, isn't he? Right?
Yes.
Okay. No, I can understand that, as you said, but I mean, it's not unheard of for people, even if they are guilty of a crime, the crime to neglect to provide full details of what they've done, you know, and they could easily be, neglecting to mention cohorts and things like that. And I mean, it has been several years. Who's to say that the killings, the true full motives were really known back then and not covered up for it? I mean, as I said, we've aided Elias Jackson before in Peru, even wrote about it. But to be honest, as we've recently told his publisher and his attorney, there's a lot that Elias left out of the books because, well, truth sometimes is truly stranger than fiction. And it'd be hard pressed to get people to believe the truth that he encountered. I understand why you could be hard pressed and you think it might be a settled matter. But from the writings and things we have, Jackson was seldom an individual to be incorrect when he got his idea in it. I mean, we went down to Peru on looked to be a simple expedition to look at the pyramids and see a possible archaeological site. But Jackson found evidence of cult, deadly in its nature. And, lo and behold, we stumbled right into it. If it wasn't for Jackson giving us a heads up, we probably would not have survived the encounter. So, that's why we trust his gut more than I can say. Anybody else want to help out here?
So you could see the fate of our lives kind of hang in the balance, based on our ability to find out as much as we can.
What are these writings that you're talking about?
Hold on a second.
Our
Got
our exploits with Jackson Elias were put down in The Hungry Dead, published by Prospero here in New York. A lot of things were left out of that due to their unbelievable
No,
nature.
you said something about that some writings were bringing you to want to talk to Ms. Carlyle.
Well, that was the notes he made about the Carlisle expedition where everyone died.
Well, we got this letter here. I mean, we're not really sure what he's implying here. So let's see, which letter was that? That was like the Americas 11 letter. So, thought Miss Carlyle might have some thoughts about this, given how eagerly she pursued her brother to the end.
Yeah, this one. You mean the 11, the one about the letter?
You're really gonna show him a letter that says this will make us all rich and is signed Blood and Kisses?
No.
Yeah, he's dead now.
No.
The important part.
No. How about? Okay. Let's take a look. Printed it out, but it's too damn. There we go. In here again. Okay. Yeah. Here's the his note, the type notes. That's number 12.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see that here. I guess this is summarizes this. I think this is the one. Let me just hear. Yeah, which claims that he's seen Jack Bradley alive in Hong Kong. That's something we might be able to share. What do you think?
Are you asking me, or are you asking the rest of the players?
I asked the rest of the players, because I think we should share that particular one as a sample.
I'm looking through it real quick, and I think that does give some evidence that
it's a summary
things weren't as they appear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kind of looks that over and says, interesting. Are you trying to tell me that Bradley's still alive?
Well, that's some of the evidence that he stumbled across. I mean, we're still going through what we can locate of his papers, and he's charged us literally in his will to continue the research into the expedition to find out what was going on, because he was afraid that he was going to get killed over it.
Okay. Can one of you make either a successful persuade or credit rating?
I'm going to try credit rating.
Do we get an increased credit rating?
I should have increased my credit rating over the adventure. There we go.
No, I mean, you are.
Okay, who here's got persuade?
We're funded by a larger organization.
Well, yes, but you didn't tell me that you went out yesterday and all got new tailored suits, so...
Fair enough.
No.
I guess I'll try and roll. Oh my god.
The Peruvian laborer is the one that gets you through. On a credit rating, yeah.
God damn. Man, that work shirt just looks spiffy on him.
He's got one good suit, but it's an amazing looking suit.
God damn, I'm sorry this derailed anything.
It's an Armani with an EY.
So apparently, after you guys made fun of Alejandro for showing up at the other lawyer's office in his work clothes, he decided to dress up nice today, and he manages to look good enough that he kind of charms the lawyer. And it's like, all right, gentlemen. Your story still seems a little bit unbelievable to me, but I know that, Ms. Carlyle would at least want to talk to you herself and see what you have to say. So I can set you up something to see her on Thursday afternoon out at her estate in Westchester. Alistair, I'll send the details over to the museum.
Thank you very much, sir.
At this point, Alejandro's just gonna tell him, just gonna whisper to everyone, like, "Should we tell him? I thought we had a meeting with her later today."
Different lady.
Oh right, shit. It was the journalist.
Yeah. Well, the Adam's wife.
Oh right.
Got too many balls in the air.
Yeah. Well, we are guys, so we don't have too many balls. Do we both
Just
got? Do we all got 2? Awesome. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe some missing after Peru.
Oh yeah. Maybe.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll pencil that one in for Thursday. Make a note.
Yeah.
All right. So here's a question, guys. I know the next thing we were going to do was the meeting with Millie Adams. That's probably going to take more than 15 minutes. I'm happy to run long if you guys all want to, or we can wrap up now and pick it up there at the beginning of the next session.
I'd say I'm voting beginning of the next session, mainly because I don't want it to run too long, because I know people got work in the morning and shit. I do anyway. But
Yep.
And knowing the way we go, it's going to be a lot longer than 15 minutes.
It'll end up with a fight scene and
and an arrest and then
and an arrest and
good thing you got Alejandro and that Quan guy.
You hadn't planned for the entire block to go up in flames, but it just happened.
There's 5 of us. Whoever we talk to, we surround.
Yeah.
spending an hour and a half at the Juju house and getting nothing.
Yeah, fucking Jesus. Yeah, that shit was just ooh.
And hope he doesn't recognize us when we have to go back there.
We're going
Yeah.
back.
Who's going back? We're sending in a professional.
We're going back. We're going to keep going back until we find something.
Or until we have to break his legs and he can't do that whole old man thing. He can't just run out and be all spry.
Walk in. Okay, old man, this time we have a plan.
This time we have a plan. We're gonna break both of your legs.
Handcuffs.
We don't know what to do after that.
We brought rope and duct tape.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no grappling in this game.
So, here's a question. So, our original plan, our original schedule would call for us to play next weekend. I think, Carl, you said you can't play next weekend?
I can't play next weekend.
I don't think I said that.
Okay, no,
Yeah, I
Bill
did.
said he
Yeah, I
can't
did.
play next. I remember December 9th was a no-fly for somebody.
I'm going to see the Trailer Park Boys live in Boston.
Nice. Did we want to do 2 weeks from today then, the 16th?
2 weeks from today would probably be good. Yeah.
That'll work for me.
Does that work for everybody?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it
we'll
does.
just okay, cool. Then we will aim for Sunday the 16th and go from there. All right. Well,
Smashing.
thank you for the game. It's always It's always exciting to play with you guys. It never
Yeah.
ends the way that I think it's going to in my DM prep session.
Oh yeah. You never expect it to end that way.
I've been a GM for a lot of years. I can usually like pretty well in any other game. I can usually pretty well say, all right, I think they're probably gonna hit 3 of these 5 encounters over the in the next session. So I'll plan 3 of them really well. I'll outline 2 or 3 others. I'll occasionally get caught flat-footed and have to really make shit up on the fly. But no, every single this is session 7. Every single one of these you have very much surprised me. So kudos to that.
Well, that's always good. You gotta keep them on their toes.
I think it's pretty easy. We're obsessed with the Juju House.
Well, yeah, since getting to New York, you're obsessed with the Juju House.
Yeah.
But there was definitely some crazy shit in Peru too. So
I'm just
Oh, yeah.
surprised that we managed to stay out of jail.
Yeah. Me too.
For a whole session, yeah.
Yeah. Although, I kind of think
Wasn't a cop to be seen this time.
it was probably a good thing that fucking Alejandro just Scott Pilgrimed right out of that fucking window. Yeah, fucking Christ. Anyways, it was great playing with you guys, and it was great for all these people watching.
Was it?
yes, thank you to everyone who
Was it really?
who watched tonight. Thank you to our new followers. And please, in the meantime, feel free to follow, like, and subscribe on all of our socials. If you go down in the panels, you've got the YouTube channel and my Twitter feed. I keep everyone posted with updates about any last-minute schedule changes, and as well as reminders in the Twitter. If you subscribe to the Twitch event, then you'll get notified every time that one of these happens as well. And slightly higher bitrate VODs are always available on YouTube a couple days after the gaming session, or you can always watch the back VODs here at Twitch. So again, thank you everybody. Have a great night, and players, I will be talking throughout the next couple of weeks, either on Roll20 or Discord, and see you all in 2 weeks.
See ya.
Thank you, everybody. Good night.
It was great playing with you, man.
Good.